Nigerians were shocked with the news that former President Muhammadu Buhari was in critical condition in a London hospital. Isn't it weird that Buhari was the president for 8 years, 4 consecutive years, and he did not build a standard hospital that could treat him now that he's sick? No hospital can treat him in Nigeria, in the whole of the country, in the north, in the east, in the south, in the west. No hospital could treat him except in London. Isn't it shameful? Isn't it shameful that a country such as Nigeria, giant of Africa, my foot. I think those days are gone. They are far gone. We don't have one single hospital that the president can be taken to in the whole of this country. The president of Niger Republic fell sick recently and he died on the way, in the aircraft, on the way to maybe London or US, where they were taking him to receive treatment. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Instead of investing in your country, instead of building good roads, good hospitals, equipping hospitals, for countries such as Nigeria, with the kind of natural resources we have, and with the kind of money, internally generated revenue that we have, we should have big hospitals in the country that billions of dollars have been invested in, that has like state of the world laboratories, that have state of the world equipment to treat any diseases and any problems that you have. But it's so sad that, our health sector is nothing to write home about in this country. No health insurance. If you have more than malaria, you're on your own. Government hospitals are rejecting its patients. Government hospitals will even reject you and tell you that if you don't pay some certain amount of money, you are not going to be treated. Government hospitals will tell you that they don't have certain equipment to deal with certain things, that you have to go to private hospitals. Or better still, if you are very worst off, or God forbid, bad thing, you have some certain ailments, they will tell you that you cannot get such equipment in the whole of the country except you travel out of the country. It's so bad. It's so bad. Unlike the United States, where when you fall sick, at least you know that there's a health insurance, you'll be treated. And then you pay the money instrumentally or small, somehow. But at least you're covered. Your government has covered that cost for you. But in Nigeria, people just keep dying every single day. Malaria said they keep passing for Nigeria. It's really bad. I think that government should look into it, should look into the health sector. God forbid, bad thing, you are sick. If you have a family member that is sick, or you are sick yourself, and it's not malaria or typhoid, may God help you. That it's just really, oh gosh. When I think of it, because I've had a family member who was sick and was taken to the hospital, it's not something to write home about. It's not something that you would even wish on your enemy. The state of our health sector in this country, my brother, don't even go there. Before we delve right into the details of this news, if this is your first time here, or you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the post notification bell as well. That way you'll be the first person to get notified each time we upload a new video. Also, give this video a massive thumbs up. Click on the thumbs up button in the down below. That way we're encouraged to keep giving you more reliable and authentic news. And also, YouTube will be able to recommend this video to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section. Let's continue this discussion in the comment section. You can also share your experiences in government hospitals as well. Vice President Kashim Shettima has visited ailing former President Muhammadu Buhari in London. It was learned yesterday, according to sources, that the Vice President made a trip at the instance of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who directed him to travel to London after his visit to Ethiopia. It was learned that the president's directive arose from disturbing information about the former president's state of health, although his aide, Bashar Ahmed, cleared the doubts about his critical condition. It was gathered that part of why the vice president was directed to visit the former president was to ascertain his true state of health and ensure that whatever support was needed to enhance his health was provided. Shettima, at the invitation of Ethiopian Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, attended the inauguration of Ethiopia's Green Legacy Initiative (GLI) in Addis Ababa last week. While on the trip, he explored Ethiopia's agricultural revolutions and progress. The vice president, who traveled on a Sunday night and arrived on Monday, according to sources, went straight to see the former president and spent hours with him. He delivered the president's good wishes and prayed for his quick recovery. Also went to see former head of state, General Abdulsalam Abubakar, who is recuperating in London after a medical treatment. General Abdulsalami, 83, handed over power from military to President Olusegun Obasanjo in 1999 at the outset of a return to civil rule. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President, Mr. Stanley Nwocha, told the nation when contacted that the Vice President paid a private visit to the United Kingdom at the time, but could not explain what he went to do. It was an entirely private trip. I didn't have access to his itinerary. When news broke on Buhari's illness in London, his aide, Ahmad, dispelled the impression that he was in a bad shape, saying the former president was on the path to full recovery. It is true that former President Buhari is unwell and is currently receiving medical attention. However, contrary to the exaggerated claims circulating in the media, he is stable and responding well to treatment, and we are optimistic about his full recovery, Ahmad wrote on X. It's quite sad that two former heads of state, two former presidents, are in critical condition in London receiving treatment right now. But the question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the fate of millions of Nigerians who cannot just, say, okay, let's go to London, let's go and receive treatment over there. Okay, let's, fly this person, this family member outside the country to receive treatment. What is their fate? What is their fate? Is in this same country that, a child fell sick and the mother took her to hospital, took the young boy to the hospital and, they treated him. And after that, she took him to another hospital and discovered that they have taken his small or large intestines out of his body. This same country, it's quite sad. This same country where government hospitals will reject patients and say, no, they are not taking anybody because the person has not, dropped a down payment. If they don't see money like this, they don't treat anybody. It's quite sad. What is the face of a common average Nigeria who are not even able to feed themselves, not to talk of, drop a down payment of 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira when something that they did not plan for happen? You don't plan for health issues. You don't. Which is why I am suggesting, I just hope that somebody that can do something out there is listening, that, there should be health insurance. Health problems or sicknesses, and it's not something that you can plan for. It's not something that you can foresee. It's not something that you now start saving money and keeping money aside that, okay, in case I fall sick. A pregnant woman can do it. Even a pregnant woman, sometimes they do not even get fully prepared for the newborn that is coming. But at least they know that, okay, in 9 months' time, we are giving birth. But you cannot start putting money aside that, okay, in case I fall sick, this is the money I'm going to use. No, it happens suddenly. So when it happens suddenly, what can the average Nigerian do? Somebody who cannot even feed his or herself. Somebody who is still struggling to live, because that is how expensive things are in the country right now. Somebody who is still struggling to survive, who is still struggling to breathe, because the Blair said this Tinubu regime don't shock everybody. What can they do? At least the wealthy politicians, wealthy people of Nigeria, they can decide to fly themselves out of a country, to seek better treatment. It's really so sad that people are dying daily from diseases that they do not even need to die from. People are dying daily in Nigeria. And it's not as if we don't have the best hands, because our doctors are the best when they travel outside the country, but they are being stifled. They are not allowed to, their talent is not really showing. Their expertise is not showing when they are in Nigeria. But as soon as they travel outside the country, they begin to break records. They begin to do exploits. Why is that? Why is that? We need to ask ourselves, why is that? And I think the thing that is stopping them is our government. They are not being well paid. They are overworked. The environment is not conducive. It's not conducive for them to work in. I can go on and on and on. You all, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. This is where I'm going to draw the curtain for now. Please leave your opinions in the comment section. Let's continue this discussion over there. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.